Okay guys, hello and welcome to the StarCraft Alaska channel. My name is Campin Carl, and I'm bringing to you a game that was just posted on Cast It. I'm going through all the Cast It games, by the way, so if you are on Cast It and you do not want me to cast your game, just let me know and I won't. But for the time being, until I kind of find some content I want to do or start doing quite a bit more laddering myself, I really don't have the time for it. I'm just going to be grabbing games from Cast It. It's a subreddit of Reddit. Check it out. Reddit.com/r/castit. This is a Protoss versus Protoss. Our Redditor is Devius versus Tizerr. I'll call him Tizerr. I don't really care what he wants to be called. He's Tizerr. And this is on Zell Naga. I believe that this is a ladder game. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that. Past couple games, my mic volume has been not great. I'm kind of messing with it. I know I need to go and buy a consonant catcher or make one. And if you have any sort of broadcast knowledge about consonant catchers or making them, please let me know. Message me on the Reddit site, and or conversely, go ahead and send me a message on Twitter. I'm StarCraft Alaska there, or on my channel. I don't really care. So, we have right now in this game both players going for a very similar build. Gateway, 1 gas. Everything's synced up about the same. Looks like it's going to finish. Even supplies. Nothing to see here, folks. So he's going to go ahead and get a scout off on Devius. Checking from his vision here. Probably going to scout this gas over here. Yep, there he goes. Meanwhile, over in his base, Devius going to go ahead and not get a scout. Getting a little delayed here from his cyber core, just being really annoying. Doing a little bit of hucking here, which is just being really annoying with that scouting probe. That's what I call it. I call it hucking, getting hucked. And boy, just going to continue to be really annoying here. Both players, though, builds not really getting interrupted. Cybercore come down at about the same time. Tizerr going to go ahead and start getting a Zealot out here back at his base. Yeah, going to go ahead and just get that guy out on his ramp. Both players now mining gas. Devius going to go ahead and start his second gas. Continuing to make probes. Chrono boosting out that warp gate research. We don't see warp gate research on the way for Tizerr yet. Don't really know why. Probably will start it here in a second. He has plenty of gas to do so. Maybe he's just getting a little distracted by all of this just really annoying micro that he's doing over here in his opponent's base. But regardless of that, getting a Stalker out now. Stalker's going to be able to handle that probe pretty well. Similar story over here in the other Protoss base. Second gateway on the way. Probably going to just see some gateway unit pressure. And oh dear, Skype's up. Sorry about that. So, warp gate research now about halfway finished for both players. Going ahead and getting that chrono boosted out. And that's a pretty late scout. Don't think he really saw too much. Let's take a quick peek over here in the vision cam. So, it looks like he did go ahead and see those extra gateways. Now getting his second gas. Tizerr up a little bit in supply. Probably owing to that Zealot there. A few more probes, or I'm sorry, equal number of probes, so yeah, the difference is right there in that Zealot. So far not a lot of aggression. Looks like this is going to be very standard kind of, well actually this is like 4-gate robo from Devius, and it looks like some 3-gate. Probably going to see a robo bay come out here pretty soon. You know, he went through all that trouble to go ahead and get 3 gates. Let's see, we'll wait and see what happens when the warp gate research finishes. I'm going to go ahead and get an Immortal out here first for Devius. I'm going to call him Devius for the time being. I'm really not good with names. So, 4-gate plus robo. It's kind of hard to support off one base to have that constantly producing. And we have a 3-gate. Play mostly Stalkers, 1 Zealot here for Tizerr. Devius has his units spread out here fairly well. Most of these guys are just on stop position. Gonna see if he's gonna maybe move out here fairly soon. Not really sure. Second Immortal now on the way. And for our red Protoss, supply blocked here for just a moment. Going to go ahead and continue to make more Stalkers. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Twilight Council come out here pretty soon. And just go for a mass Blink Stalker build. That Zealot probably just being there for a little bit of early defense. And yet another Immortal. So, going to have three... Oh, I'm sorry, that is the second Immortal. 2 Immortals on the field now. Chrono boosted out. So, plenty of gates here. A Forge now coming down. Meanwhile, there's the Robo for Tizerr. So, fairly similar builds. This one is a little bit delayed. And here goes the Stalker heavy composition across the map. 3 Zealots and a smattering of Stalkers. These Mortals are going to be quite effective against them. Has definitely enough Zeals to be able to go ahead and mitigate some of the damage from those Stalkers, at least initially. Now, you know, patch 1.4 is coming out here fairly soon. I know it hit the PTR this week or a couple days ago, so the fact that these guys are going to get an extra bit of range here pretty soon is going to kind of make this dynamic a little different, but we'll see how well it works out here for him. Devius is going to go ahead and ball up his units. You know, pretty standard mix of gateway units here. Proxy Pylon is up. More Stalkers on the way. 11 Stalkers now for Tizerr. Supply is still fairly even, but 3 Immortals, 3 Stalkers, 2 Sentries, Guardian Shield, and Force Fields are going to be really clutch here. We don't have Blink yet for Tizerr. He doesn't have a... Oh, he does have a Twilight Council. Oh, Blink is done. My apologies. Does have Blink done. So we're going to see kind of a test of micro. That is a lot of Zealots, though. And even if Tizerr was to blunk up on all of these units, I don't think it would go that well for him. Stalker's coming up the ramp now, hiding some of these Zealots. He has to stay back, make sure these Immortals don't get off any good hits. Oh, and a little bit out of position here. Wasn't aware that he could be hit from the high ground. So, 13... So 15 Stalkers down here. Unit counting station. Just want to make sure. Oh, 13 to 5. But these 3 Immortals got another... Oh, a Warp Prism on the way. That's very interesting. And going ahead and getting +1s now. This Observer is going to be sent back away. Observer back here going to go ahead and get the kill on that pylon. Got him down to shields. This Observer here can just barely not see that Observer. See, if he was really clever, he'd be able to see that. Now, that is going to give him the ability to blink up into the high ground, but all of his Immortals are probably not a great idea. Ooh, getting a good hit on that Sentry. Not quite enough to kill it, though. Meanwhile, while this is all going on, we have a Warp Prism over here. It's going to go down and probably disrupt this be able to sneak into the other player's base. Now, the fact that Tizerr does have all of his units out here, he's getting a lot of map control from this. Devius can't really move out with this army, especially with the blink. It's just affording him a lot of mobility. It's allowing him to go ahead and take his natural, and the longer this natural is up, you know, that's just going to put Tizerr here a little bit further in the lead. You know, slight supply advantage right now, but nothing really to speak of. And now we do have that Warp Prism moving up into the natural. It's going to go ahead and deploy, and 4 Zealots come out. They're going to start hitting probes in the mineral line here. And getting quite a few probes here. An Immortal down here, chasing them all the way. I don't know where he's chasing them to. Zealot coming back to fight this Immortal. Doing fairly well. Here comes the warp in. 2 Zealots being warped in. Most of his army just sitting here at his opponent's natural while he's forced to micro back here at his own natural. Devius doing a pretty good job here. Warping and Zealots being really cost effective. Able to kill that Immortal. Caught a little off guard here. Now starting to move a few units back. Here come the probes back to mine. But it is going to look like Devius is going to kill a majority of these Stalkers. Still retain most of his Zealots here. And those stalkers are in 4 health, and now they are gone. 2 more stalkers up here. He continues to hack away and do damage. Meanwhile, up at the main base, stalkers going for an all-in, attacking straight up the ramp. Good force field by Devius. Those immortals definitely, you know, holding the majority of this battle here. Able to clean up most of that army. Only a few stalkers remain. There's the GG for Tizerr. Good play by Devius going ahead, using that warp prism to his advantage down here to distract. Just had a really good composition here. Good use of micro, and yeah, pretty interesting game overall. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and, if you get the chance, add me on Twitter, StarCraft Alaska. Friend me on, or I guess favorite me or whatever it is, on Twitch TV. And I'll be here continuing to mess with my settings and get my rig set up the way I like it. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.